It's always fascinating when you find authors who uh, really pour everything they are into their work. Like their passions just seep into the pages.
Yeah, it makes the world feel so much richer, doesn't it?
Totally. And today we're diving into Joseph Weiss, who seems like a prime example. He's got this mix of loving computers, writing, obviously, but also photography.
Right. And he even does his own book covers using his photography, which is, pretty unique for an author.
That integrated approach is what really grabs me. It feels very authentic.
And what's really clear, I think, is how his personal life, especially advice from his late father, Terry Rice, really shapes the big themes in his books.
Ah, okay. So there's a personal connection there.
A really strong one. The advice was essentially never give up and keep God first in my life. And you see that reflected constantly. It's not just background noise, it's core.
Interesting.
So, yeah, our mission today is basically to explore that. We'll look at two really different series, the My Story in Space series and the Peaches and Banana Hope series, and see how that personal creed plays out.
Okay, sounds great. Let's kick off with My Story in Space. What's the vibe there? Sci-fi adventure.
Definitely sci-fi adventure. A
Yeah.
specific book, My Story in Space 2. Tammy and Hannah Burton Adventures is a good example.
Wow.
You've got these two daughters of a planet savior.
Right, Tammy and Anna.
Exactly. And they get separated by this sudden attack thrown across time. So they're hopping between planets, dealing with, messed up timelines.
Okay, classic sci-fi setup in some ways. But you mentioned execution. What makes Rice's take different? Beyond just the plot, I mean.
Well, it's how faith is woven in. It's not subtle.
Hmm.
The story states Tammy and Hannah are guided by their faith and even direct intervention from God.
Oh, wow. So it's explicit.
Very explicit. It actually impacts the plot, like faith gives them direction or tangible help when things get really bad. It adds this whole spiritual dimension, this sort of moral weight you don't always find.
So it elevates it beyond just, laser guns and spaceships.
Precisely. It gives the adventure a kind of deeper purpose rooted in that faith element.
It's quite a jump, then, to go from that hopeful, expansive space setting to his other series, the Peaches and Banana Hope series. That sounds different.
Oh, completely different. We're talking post-apocalyptic, the year 4040. And it's explicitly based on end times prophecy.
Right, okay, so a much darker, grittier feel.
Definitely. The world's basically collapsed according to certain biblical ideas. And you follow George, who's scarred from a fire.
And he has an android companion, Buttercup.
Yeah, Buttercup, who actually saved him from that fire, which is a cool twist. Their whole goal is finding this hidden, safe place, the Garden of Vanna.
A sanctuary.
And they're trying to spark a rebellion, basically, a rebellion of hope against this deceptive one-world government.
Led by a figure named Bobby Quinn, described as the Antichrist.
Exactly. He's presented as this really charismatic leader, almost like a false savior figure, central to the prophecies. It's an interesting mix, sci-fi elements like the android, but deeply tied into these themes of faith, prophecy, and resisting this ultimate evil.
That's quite a blend. So you have space opera in one hand, post-apocalyptic prophecy in the other, but you're saying there are common threads.
Absolutely. Despite the huge genre shift, you see those core themes again: faith, definitely perseverance, and that sense of adventure against the odds.
So how does he make those maybe quite specific religious or prophetic ideas feel, accessible? Not preachy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think it comes back to that core inspiration we talked about. His father's advice: never give up and keep God first.
Okay.
It feels less like doctrine and more like lived experience woven into the characters. Whether it's Tammy and Hannah in space or George and Buttercup searching for Banna, they embody that resilience. They keep going, holding on to hope.
So the personal belief translates into universal themes of struggle and hope.
Exactly. It feels genuine because it seems rooted in something personal for the author. It makes the message resonate, I think, regardless of the reader's own background.
It's really compelling how Rice manages to create these big, exciting stories that also carry such, profound personal meaning. You get the adventure, but also something deeper.
Yeah, he offers escapism, but it's an escapism anchored in some pretty fundamental human truths about purpose and resilience.
It kind of leaves you thinking, doesn't it?
It does. It raises a really interesting question. Why do these stories so deeply invested in faith and perseverance, resonate so strongly? Whether they're set light years away or in a broken future right here, what does it say about us, about the human spirit? It kind of prompts you to think about how powerful personal conviction can be, not just in shaping lives, but in shaping entire fictional worlds, too. Maybe offering hope not just to characters, but, to us reading them as well.